Okay. When was the first time you remember being self-conscious about your body image?
Probably 4th grade. I'd gotten my first pimple, and it was right here. And I called it Mount Everest, and I was like the first person in the whole school to get a pimple, and I was so beyond mortified because I was so like scared of what people would think. And everyone in my class wanted to touch it. Like 3 people tried to pop it, and it was a mess.
The first time that I remember being self-conscious would probably be like middle school. Middle school was kind of like the first time that I was even like aware that there was like social norms and such. So like I didn't really care up until then.
Probably 6th or 7th grade when everyone just started to change and y'all liked each other, and the change from like middle school.
When I was in 5th grade, I remember one of my good friends started making fun of me because I had a mustache. No one else did, so I had to start shaving in like 6th grade. As you can see today, I have a pretty big beard. So that was the first one I remember.
I don't know, I think I was probably in middle school, which was like the first time that groups of girls like started hanging out with groups of boys, I think, and it started being important that you impress the groups of boys, which was never an important thing in elementary school. So probably around middle school, definitely.
I was really young. Like super young, because I was really overweight like from the day I was born, and it was mostly coming from like my parents, which is terrible because my dad was always like, you're not supposed to go this way, you're supposed to go this way, and my mom always bought me maternity clothes. There's a fly. Because I was big. And then my cousins, I grew up on the reservation, so all my cousins would make fun of me for being fat, and I just always felt bad.
8th grade. Do I have to be more specific?
No.
Okay, good, because I don't want to tell you the story.
8th grade.
Do you feel like there's been any pressure from anyone you know to change your body image, whether it be directly or indirectly?
I think so. I mean, I think everyone kind of has their own views on what a body should look like, and they don't necessarily mean to push it on everyone else, but I think when people see things that they don't necessarily agree with, like if a skinny person sees a fat person, their automatic reaction is to kind of be like, oh, what? Like, And I think it's just something that people should work on for themselves rather than pushing on to other people.
Do you feel like there's any pressure from anyone you know to change your body image, whether it be directly or indirectly?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely an influence of the media, of like the perfect body, like on magazines, on social media, like Instagram and Facebook and stuff. There's always like that indirect, like, you should probably look like this because then you can post pictures like this.
Probably, but it's more also just like when people say like, oh, I'm so fat, and they're clearly not, and it's just like annoying to you because whether or not like you think you're fat, you know you're bigger than them or whatever, and like then you feel bad about yourself whether they know that they did it or not.
No, I don't think there's really any pressure. I mean, when you're in high school, you're always under a microscope because all of your peers are always like, looking at you, and some people think you have to meet a certain type of status or be like other people. So there's more pressure, I think, when you're younger than when you're an adult.
No, I don't feel that anyone else pressures me. I feel that I pressure myself a lot to change my body.
Well, before, yeah, from like my wrestling coaches, because they're always like, oh, you gotta drop 10 pounds in 1 week, and I was like, oh my god, that's impossible, but it's for wrestling. And then, but now, like, I kind of just don't care. Like, I still care about like dropping weight, like sports and stuff. But like, now I just don't care because like it's my body. I look good. I know I look good. Somebody thinks I look good, so I'm good.
No, not anyone I know, but like I get jealous of my friends and stuff because I wish I was as thin as them. But I remember I'm like thick, so it's fine.
Do you think the media portrays unrealistic body standards? And if so, how do you think this affects young people growing up?
I mean, I think like with social media and everything, it's really easy for people to have body image issues because you see people on Instagram or Twitter who have these perfect bodies and everything, and it's the people that you want to look like, and it's hard for you to imagine looking like them because it's through a screen. And I think it's really hard because the generation growing up right now, that's all they know.
Oh my god, like, yeah. I mean, if you look at like all the people who are like actors, like singers, if you look at like people who are even just like Instagram famous, like those people are all just like gorgeous people, like completely ridiculous, like makeup out the butt type deal kind of people. And like full out like body wise, like a lot of things on media are like photoshopped and like completely ridiculous, and I feel like seeing that makes people want to be that. Like honestly, that's me. Like up until even today, like I still look at other girls and I'm like, damn, like I should really look like that, but I don't. And like everyone's built differently.
I think to an extent they do, but I think recently they have like the plus size models too. So like those are nice and all, but it's also the fact that you either have to go into, say, modeling, losing 10 pounds or gaining 10 pounds because they don't want a middle person.
Oh, I totally think it does. I remember I went to North Providence High School. They have a big capstone project where all their seniors have to do a project, and one of the girls looked at the body image of women and how a lot of modeling agencies and even store mannequins are all a size 0 to maybe a 1 or 2, when in all actuality I think the average dress size of a woman in America is between like an 8 and 11. So the media and fashion obviously does portray kind of a false identity of, you know, a woman's body should look like her, or what, you know, the real norm is.
I definitely think so. I think that if you watch Disney movies, you know, you'll never see an overweight or curvy princess or anything like that. Or, you know, so I think that kids grow up with the expectation that in order to be powerful or pretty or in the spotlight of anything, you have to look a certain way. And I don't think that that's necessarily true.
Everybody has like different body types, and like they all try to like be this one body type that's like portrayed by media, and it's like before, like in like the early 2000s, it was like big boobs and like, you know, being thin everywhere else, but now it like changed so fast. Now it's like a big butt and like small like waist and stuff. Like how can you do that?
I feel like they used to, but because body image has become such a hot topic, they are transitioning away from focusing.
I would say yes, there are unrealistic standards, but I don't think their bodies should be viewed as unrealistic because like they're real. But like I feel like it kind of portrays certain that need to be like stick thin, and I feel like for the kids growing up, it's like harder to see like this is what I should look like. Wow, I look like this.
Have you ever attempted to change your body image?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, like a lot.
Yes.
Yes, I have a lot.
Yeah.
I have one more question.
Okay.
Do you know I think you're beautiful?
Yeah. Aww.
Okay, final question. Do you know that I think you're beautiful?
Say what?
Do you know that I think you're beautiful?
Stop, shut up.
I do.
Stop. Is that really one of the questions?
Yeah.
I do now.
Good. So one last question. Do you know that I think you're beautiful?
No.
Okay, so I have one last question. Can you just like look directly into the camera?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you know that I think you're beautiful?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys are beautiful too.
So last question. Can you just look into the camera for me real quick? Do you know that I think you're beautiful?
I don't know what to do when people tell me that. Thank you.
Last question. Can you just look at the camera real quick? Do you know that I think you're beautiful? And last question. Do you know that I think you're beautiful?
Oh, that's the sweetest thing ever! That's gonna warm my heart from the inside out. Oh, thank you very much.
Okay, so one last question. Do you know that I think you're beautiful?
Oh my god, thank you. Now I do.
Okay.